After almost a whole year straight of grinding, countless hours spent in the end, countless hours spent in the Dwarven Mines more recently, all across Hypixel Skyblock, I have waited for over an entire Skyblock century to achieve this goal. The goal of successfully solo killing a Tier 4 Void Gloom Seraph. Now, after long last, I don't know if I can do it still. However, I have finally saved up enough money to buy the Ender artifact. I have just a little bit of money because in the last video I sold my entire set of mining gear after having made it totally overpowered and then just promptly got rid of it. But at least I'm completely rich now, which is the entire goal of the mining session anyways. So I can easily afford an Ender artifact and even some more stuff. Ender artifacts these days are 165 million coins and I got 225 million coins. I could buy an Ender Dragon pet if I wanted to, but I won't. But yeah, finally, I can afford the Ender artifact. I have been waiting for so long to get this thing. This thing will reduce all damage the Seraph does to me by 20%, which stacks with my Enderman pet, making me take a total of 50% less damage from Enderman. And I will take great pleasure in finally adding it to my accessory bag. So without further ado, I have purchased the Ender artifact. Let's get that off the auction now. Here it is, and again, we can ceremoniously put it on our heads, but I guess they're not meant to be worn, but used. We can add it to the accessory bag, one of my very first legendary talismans. But now that we finally have the main attraction of the video done, goodbye. Now that we found out the main attraction done, we still got a solid 54 million coins left over, which is pretty good, honestly. I mean, that's enough for plenty of upgrades. For starters, I think it'd be more worth my time to get some gemstone slots unlocked. For example, fine Jasper gemstone? Disgusting. Flawless Jasper, okay, that's actually a more expensive than I thought it would be. 5 million coins, whatever, I'll live. Fine Sapphire, disgusting. Flawless Sapphire, that's more like it. Now we can always unlock this one and get another Flawless Sapphire, because without an Overflux, we're not going to have a lot of intelligence. So that looks a lot nicer without it, doesn't it? Of course, I could also get the Art of War, but I don't think that's going to happen. We'll wait for the anniversary event, if there is one. That looks more like it. That's going to help me out quite a lot more. I could also get a Mana Flux. A Mana Flux is not as good as an Overflux, but it is cool. 2.8 million coins for one of these. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to buy some new equipment. The Flaming Fist shoots fireballs that do 10,000 damage. That's going to help with more fire damage, so boom, and boop. So why doesn't anyone ever use this thing? This thing is underrated, honestly. I hope, at least. Because I just spent a lot of money on it. Alright, and here I am in the Void Sepulcher. Let's go. I mean, I haven't been back here in quite some time, to be perfectly honest, ever since I went off to go do Spider Slayer, and then mining, and Sven's, and all the other crazy stuff I tried to do to get to this point. But finally, perhaps we can finally do it. I don't know yet. I assume we could, and if I can't, I'm going to be very mad. But at least I know that I could still get the Overflux as the last major upgrade. But I mean, this is a pretty juiced up Mana Flux, honestly, so either way. Oh yeah, right, I shoot lasers. 73. I think it would be wise to activate this thing. Let's do this. How do I fare against a Tier 4 Void Gloom Seraph with the Ender artifact? Pretty good, actually. It's not bad. Certainly not bad. Butterfly clicking faster than I was butterfly clicking when I was fighting the Draconic Tree Sentinel or whatever, or Margaret or whatever it was in the Elder video. Alright, now we use this thing. Place down one of these and die. Whoa, my guy. Oh, it's already about to expire. How is it already about to expire? Out of mana. Uh-oh. Come on. Mana Flux, no. Please, Mana Flux. Just a few more seconds. Yes! And that's the part where I die. I don't know why I decided to use Life Tap there. That was kind of very stupid. Alright, well, that's better. Do I dare try Silky? That is the question. Do I dare commit the heinous act of attempting to use Silky instead? Or maybe Itchy is probably a better option. I'll have to think about it a little bit. Well, quite some time has passed, hasn't it? It's been probably like a month and a half since I recorded that section you just saw. And I've been busy doing absolutely nothing. I haven't been doing anything. All I've been doing is playing Dark Souls 3 and waiting for Tears of the Kingdom to come out. But while I've been busy doing that, my red sand minions have been busy mining away. I upgraded every single one of them to be at minimum tier 6, and a few of them are even tier 7s now. And each one of those guys now has been making me quite a few red sands, to be precise. And I have been climbing the ranks. I mean, if we check here, I am red sand number 460 already. That's pretty crazy. And because of all their hard, unpaid labor, I have successfully managed to make 157 million coins. Now, in the time that it has taken for me to do that, Overfluxes have sadly overfluctuated to be 150 million coins, which is it's not good. Those were 60 million coins last time I got one of these, so definitely gonna need to be spending quite a few coins to get this thing, but it will be worth it because I will definitely 100% be able to solo it here for after this is over. So without further ado, set up the auction house. Is going to be yet another one of my major purchases, but I know for a fact it'll be worth it this time around. So without further ado, we have Overflux capacitor, but that's not all we need, because in order to use this glorious thing, we also will be needing a couple of red sand blocks and a couple of these things too, and I don't have enough money for that. We need around 6 more million coins, but luckily for me, these guys have been hard at work. Do have enough money, alright, as expected, 13 million. And, well, you know, I'm a few million coins short, so I see no reason why I can't just, 2 of these, and then we head over, get another 24 enchanted redstone blocks. And now we open the crafting grid, Overflux capacitor up top, the really juiced up mana flux in the middle, 2 stacks of teeth all around, 24 enchanted redstone blocks around it, makes my second and significantly better Overflux power orb. Like to say that was my first time, but it wasn't. I made a video on it. Like, I can make the thumbnail again, look. Overflux again. And now with this very epic Overflux, I should be able to do a tier 4 Enderman now. So, let me head on into the end, get one queued on up, and if I can't kill a tier 4 Enderman now, I'm going to sell my Skyblock account to some random nod or whatever, because there's no point anymore. There's nothing else I can possibly do. Let's go! I figure what better place to record this part of the video than right here in the area where my first ever video was recorded. In August of 2022, I recorded my first video talking about how I wanted to kill the tier 4 Enderman solo, and now I've come full circle, I guess. And now, with all this gear, my absolutely goated, super duper powerful, recombobulated mythic G6P6 Last Stand 4 Fuming Potato Book Final Destination armor with 50,000 kills per piece, my aggressively mediocre equipment here, strengthened each one, my Fire Veil wand, the Ultimate Wise 5, Wand of Atonement, a Florid Zombie Sword. This doesn't really do that much, to be honest. Gloomlock Grimoire, because I'm too lazy to get Fishing 26. The newest edition, the Overflux Power Orb, with 5 mana disintegrators, and a Jalapeno book, definitely a wise investment. And of course, the cherry on top, the fabled Adamswood Katana, very literally fabled, reforged and all. Fuming Potato books, all the gemstone slots, Inferno 1, a mighty enchantment that has been super useful, as well as an absolute boatload of other various important tier 6 enchants. Recombobulated Soulbound, the base thing is worth 102 million. This thing is probably worth at least twice that, but I'm not letting this thing out of my sight for as long as I live. And with all this gear combined, here today, right now, I will kill a tier 4 Void Gloom Seraph. And if I don't, then I'm gonna be very mad, because I really have put a lot of work into this, as longtime viewers of the channel will know. So, without further ado, let's do this. I don't want to see myself tap into that overflow mana. I don't want to see a glance of it. Off to an absolutely amazing start so far, that's for sure. At least this time around my healing is stellar, as per usual. My mana's going nowhere though. I might as well pop in one of these things. Just, you know, not because I'm scared. I hate it when he does that. Got him below the hundreds. Not necessarily the farthest I've made it, but pretty good. I don't even know the meaning of the word overflow mana. Now the heads are starting to pop in. Where are they? Gotta give those guys a nice good old stare. They have anxiety, so we need to capitalize on it. There. Beacon. Ah! Yeah, you thought, didn't you? This is the slowest, most painfully brutal fight ever. But after months, I've done it. Let's go. Let's go. At long last. Enderman Slayer, level 6 Slayer quest complete. We have killed solo a tier 4 Voidgloom Seraph. Finally. Oh my god. It's all thanks to this thing. And, well, actually, everything here contributed. I couldn't have done it without any one of these things, because as we've seen throughout my time testing all this stuff, as soon as one of these things goes, so does the run. So, at long last, the work is done. I finally did it. Ender Slayer 9 is now within my grasp. It was very slow. It only took a respectable 180 seconds, also known as 3 minutes. So, definitely got to work on those times. But, hey, I didn't say I'd do it well. All I said is that I would do it. And do it I have done. So I think it's about time I finally put all this good gear to the test and do a little bit of Ender Slayer grinding. Not an incredibly large amount, but I'd say I wore it myself a few bosses. So I'll see you in a few minutes when that happens. Alright, so I've done a few bosses to kind of test out how this process works, and so far I have successfully managed to iron out the time to be approximately 3 minutes, which is terrible. But you know what? It's definitely better than failure, so I will happily take it. And as time goes on, I will improve the setup, of course, and I will also get better at doing it, so I can probably get down to 2, 1, and then of course I'll get the 10-second boss. But anyways, now the series is finally over, and the quest can shift from trying to kill a tier 4 to trying to get this pesky little 7 right here, all the way up to a fantastic 9, similar to my Revenant counterpart over here. And maybe eventually even beyond that. And getting that legendary Judgment Core, which will probably be worth 200 million coins by the time I buy it. But you know what? It's not really about the core, it's more about the grind itself. And I am very happy to finally say that the quest to kill the tier 4 Enderman can finally be closed. And if you are ready to see what happens in the future with this Skyblock channel, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and maybe in the next video we can shift our sights to a different sort of boss. But until then, goodbye.